dad's for like, and my grandma died while I was at my dad's, and I wasn't here for it because I was acting retarded and staying home or staying at my dad's, and now I feel guilty. But yeah.
I don't even be crying no more for real. I'm being 1,000 with you. Like the shit that would be sad, like hella sad, and the shit that'll make niggas cry, bro. That shit does not make me cry. No, I just been through too much, bro. For real, for real. I don't even be crying over shit no more, for real.
Yeah, I don't cry that much
shit,
either.
it just happened, bro. Like, it just fucked me up so bad, like, bro. Like, somebody I could love so much right now could just die. I'm like, shit happens, life goes on. Cause that's just how I am now. I don't fucking know what happened, what made me. I don't know, bro. For real, to be honest, I don't fucking know. But that's just how it is for me now. It's probably when my grandma passed, actually. That shit was a hella long time ago, bro. Bro, that's probably the only time I've actually, like, ever for real cried. Actually, the last time I cried was... It was in 6th grade. It was in 6th grade, I remember. I went to state for a football game, and we lost that bitch hella bad, bro. I was crying like a bitch, no cap. Like,
Bro, what the fuck was he falling?
Like, niggas that knew me knew that I did not cry. And them niggas just sitting there watching me and shit, cause they ain't never seen me cry before. I don't know, though. Yeah, I don't cry. I don't know. I just don't, bro. That shit. I guess it could be bad that I don't cry too, but that I just like don't be like sad over shit that I'm supposed to be sad about. Cause like, I guess like you're supposed to feel that way. You're supposed to feel some type of way about shit like that. And I just don't no more. I don't know why.
And see, the bad thing is I don't. It doesn't feel like she's gone. Cause I wasn't here to realize that she died.
Man, I remember when my grandma died, bro. I promise I was so fucked up over that shit for the longest time ever, bro. Cause that was my favorite fucking grandma. Even the grandma that I see now, that's on my mom's side, bro. I mean, I still mess with her and shit, but like, she not like the other grandma I had. My other grandma, she was my favorite grandma ever, bro. I don't know why, I just fucked with her heavy. And it's like, every time I seen her, it was always cool, bro. No problems, no none of that shit. Bro, I'm talking about I seen her on the same day she died, bro. I'm talking about I'm in there with my mom in the fucking hospital, cause she was dying of breast cancer and shit. That's when I started fucking with the color pink and shit, cause of breast cancer. That's probably gonna be one of my first tattoos. Is my grandma's name on my arm. But what happened? Oh yeah, I remember I was in the hospital, bro. We gathered around her bed and shit. We started praying and shit, hoping that she make it through this shit, bro. But she didn't, bro. I promise to God, when I found out she died, bro, like, this shit got my heart racing right now still. But that shit was scary as fuck, for real. I cannot handle that shit.
Oh.
But like at first, like, I didn't think the shit was real either. Cause it's like, I fucked with her so much. I just couldn't imagine her. I couldn't imagine her being dead. I just couldn't picture her being dead. And the worst part is walking in the funeral, walking up to the coffin and seeing her in that bitch. It's like, nah, bro, that's not my grandma. There's no way that's my grandma.
If my grandma ever died, bro, you guys are not gonna hear from me for a couple weeks. Swear to God.
I'm already knowing that, cause you live with your grandma. You and your grandma have a tight ass bond, bro. You and your grandma something else.
My grandma from Mexico, she died this year.
Nigga, your grandma is like your mom pretty much.
Oh, my stream's good now. I swear to God it is. I swear to God my stream's good right now. It should be at least.
But yeah, bro, the hardest part for me when my grandma died was walking up to the coffin, bro, seeing her in that bitch. It's like, no, bro, that's not my grandma. And then it's like, I remember we had passed her house one day, and she, like, it was no cars outside, no none of that shit. I'm like, damn, bro, where the fuck is my grandma at? And we started passing our house more and more. She was just never there, and I just had to accept the fact that she was really gone, bro. For real. And then my uncle died in the house that my grandma lived in, cause like my grandma's house, that's where everybody stayed at. We had so many Christmases and shit there, bro. We had everything at my grandma's house, bro. So it's like everybody was always over there. But it's like my uncle, he had lived there too. So it's like the house wasn't like for rent or for sale or anything, cause my uncle still lived there. And the crazy thing is, my uncle was shot and killed in that house. I swear to God. You can look that shit up on the news, bro. That nigga was shot and killed in that fucking house. I promise to God. That shit was so crazy. I don't know who lived there now though. Cause actually, my dad used to hide drugs in that house too. I remember I went downstairs one time. It was like it was a hole in the wall, but it like wasn't a hole. It was like painted over. Like you could tell like it was a hole there. And bro, cause like there was a pool table down there. I used to gamble for money and shit, bro. My grandma's house was just a spot for my uncles and my dad to be and shit, bro. Cause everybody fucked with her, bro. She was just a cool ass person, bro.